JRM Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of WPIAL High School Basketball, produced by JRM Video Productions.
From the McLaughlin Run Road in Upper St. Clair, Pennsylvania, the site of our Steel City High School Hoops Game of the Week, Upper St. Clair High School, where the Upper St. Clair Panthers meet the Pittsburgh Central Catholic Vikings. And welcome courtside, everybody. I am Matt Forga, joined alongside Damon McDermott. Pittsburgh Central Catholic, Upper St. Clair. Damon, these two teams could be playing chess, and it would be interesting. Lucky for us, we have a high school hoops matchup that is up and coming. I mean, you talk about the games that these two teams played earlier this season. It was a thriller, and 48-46 overtime win for Pittsburgh Central Catholic, but both teams dominated. Central Catholic dominated the first half. Upper St. Clair the second half. They were able, the Vikings, to come out with the win. How does the second time around go down?
I think it's going to be a lot like the first one. It might be who has the ball last, who has that last possession, and the guys that we're about to talk about both are used to big game moments, and they can make that game-winning shot that we've seen Central Catholic win a section on a buzzer beater, and this game might come down to that very last shot here tonight. Yeah,
these two teams have met in the WPIAL semifinals each of the last 3 years. USC has won 2 out of the last 3 of those meetings as well, of course, also being section foes. All right, we're going to put it between the lines here tonight. It's time to take a look at our players to watch, and we'll start with Pittsburgh Central Catholic and one of their studs in Enzo Khalil.
Yeah, he can do about everything. He's the senior leader point guard. He can get you 10 rebounds. He can get you 20 points. He's averaging 16 points per game. He has 2 Division II offers, and there's a lot of D1 hype around him, and they're going to be at this game tonight. 2 of the best in 6A. See what he can do tonight.
Yeah, 70 assists on the season as well. A facilitator of the basketball coming in to tonight's contest. All right, on the Upper St. Clair Panthers side of things, you don't have to look too hard to find him. It's Ryan Robbins, the big 6'7" junior.
Yeah, and you know for him on the football field, he has 8 Division I offers from Pitt and Nebraska. But there's some college coaches that love when the big guys play basketball. His footwork underneath, he's a double-double machine, and he's a big guy, but he can still dunk it right on your head. He's exciting to watch. Can't wait to watch the big man really work tonight in the paint.
Yeah, a trip to Virginia Tech in his future as well for an official visit as we keep an eye on his recruiting throughout this season. Let's take a look at the team total offense. And you mentioned, Damon, the fact that these teams are one of those teams that are going to play defensive first and let the offense come and flow through. And that was evident in the first time these two teams played.
Yeah, I think Central is a team that they really want to suffocate you, and you can't really score against them. But Upper St. Clair, they're going to really want to push the pace, and they're going to shoot that 3 ball, where Central, it's all about working who's going to get open, a lot of layups, a lot of mid-range jumpers. So it's going to be really interesting because both of these teams know each other. You're playing a division matchup, a section matchup. So it's who can execute the best they can tonight. It's going to be really interesting. If Upper St. Clair gets that lead with that 3-point shooting, it's going to be hard for Central Catholic to fight back.
Upper St. Clair has won the last 2 WPIAL 6A championships. The last one for Central Catholic back in 2023. That means one of these two teams have won the last 3. Who wins this showdown? Upper St. Clair, Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Tip-off and starting lineups coming up next. All right, time now for the GBU Life starting lineups. It's for Pittsburgh Central Catholic, Stossel, Khalil, Haller, Williams, and Campfield. And for Upper St. Clair, it's Marchinsky, Foster, Gaither, Beggy, and Robbins. And a pair of 13-1 teams. Central Catholic unblemished in the section. Upper St. Clair's only loss to these Vikings. They've won 9 in a row. Vikings have run 12 in a row. Their only loss coming to Moon. It's Robbins jumping, and Central Catholic winning it as Campfield earns the tip. And the Vikes control things to get things rolling here. 30-10 in the first half, Central Catholic, and a 3 to get things going. A triple by Owen Campfield. He hit 2 big ones in this game against the Panthers at the Vikings home and gets off to a hot start.
And that's exactly what Central Catholic needs to do. Upper St. Clair is the better shooting team, but if you can get out early and hit a couple threes and gain your confidence, it's going to go a big way in this matchup.
Jake Foster operates the offense. Foster looking to answer with the triple of his own, and it's off the rim, but a rebound ripped away. Nicely done there. Andrew Gaither recycles.
Foster has attempted more three-pointers than anybody on this team by almost double. He misses, but with Robbins down low and Gaither, you have the size. Offensive rebounds are going to be at a premium.
Outside for Central Catholic. Hit that triple. Christian Williams down low inside to Khalil, and outside for another triple, and it's Danny Haller.
In pregame, I said Upper St. Clair is going to shoot the 3 and Central is going to slow it down. They came out and said, you haven't seen this before. We're going to shoot well from the three-point line tonight.
Upper St. Clair did not have a three-point make in this game against Central Catholic earlier this season. Looks like they're going to need a few of them tonight. As to the rack, Marchinsky. Luke Marchinsky earns his first points. Panther faithful like that one as it's 6-4 Vikings early. Kicking it out, a triple on the way for Campfield. Airballs this one, and it's saved, but Upper St. Clair able to chase it down. It was Marchinsky and Gaither chasing that one down. Foster feeds it to Robbins. Big fella. Traveled.
Looked like he wanted to go right up, and then he saw 2 defenders underneath, tried to pump fake, but you can't move your feet.
Packed house here at Upper St. Clair tonight. They know what this game was a few weeks ago.
We had student sessions singing the anthems. We had chants going on. There isn't an empty seat in this place.
Conducting traffic is Campfield. Try to get it over to Stossel. He'll drive. In traffic, throws one to the rack that doesn't fall, and a foul going the other way. Central Catholic, first foul of the evening. Stossel picks up the foul. Panthers trailing by 2 early. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt there. Foster sets up shop for the Panthers.
Look out, Robbins on a big pick and roll here.
Down inside, you called it, Damon.
He moves so well for how big he is. That's why he's a Division I tackle right there. He is a weapon when he gets up on top of that three-point line.
And that's as tough as to defend, especially from a height perspective, as we're tied at 6. Campfield lost control of it, got rolled out to, finally received by Williams, who drives in his foul.
Hard foul. Neither team goes to help each other up. I mean, these guys, I know it's high school basketball and a little bit friendly always, but they're sick of each other. They play each other every year in the playoffs. They battle for the section. It's unbelievable how familiar these guys are with each other.
Well, head coach of the Upper St. Clair, Danny Holzer, called this the Civil War, and he was an American history teacher prior to becoming the athletic director at USC 4 years ago, and he said the Civil War was always his favorite. They were supposed to only spend 7 days teaching it. He spent like 12 to 15 talking about the Civil War, and in the basketball sense, this is as good as it gets in 6A. 1 of 2 at the line there for the Panthers, or for the Vikings, I beg your pardon, as the Panthers go for the 3 that's in and out and ripped away for Campion. Campfield couldn't control it, and Williams settled it down as Khalil puts in his first basket.
You knew he couldn't stay quiet for long. Finally gets his first bucket 4 minutes into this first quarter. Again, 16 points per game, the leader on this team. But again, if he can't score, he'll be a good man to get a couple assists tonight too and rebounds, and he leads the team in steals.
Foster operates, conducts traffic. This USC offense. Back-to-back Whitfield titles, and pure for Jake Foster. He averages 11.8 points per game, but he can get hot.
And that was just a two-man game. Robbins set 2 different screens, made sure he wasn't moving so he wouldn't get called a foul, and just let Foster create some space.
Campfield hands it off to Williams, and that one is rejected and got the USC student section fired up. So is Mr. Robbins. Timeout on the floor. 9-8 in Armenia timeout. Central Catholic a 1-point lead.
Have a nice day, family.
What would they do without me?
Can someone fix my hair?
Must have cheesy eggs.
I can't find my keys.
No! Never! I'm the king of
Oh, I need some help.
I better get more life insurance.
You're irreplaceable, but a life insurance policy from GBU Life can provide your family with the resources for a well-planned future. Visit gbu.org to get started.
Pittsburgh, get ready to see PPG Pace Arena like never before. PPG Pace Arena tours take you behind the scenes of the home of the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is your chance to step inside the Penguins locker room and feel the history of the 5-time Stanley Cup champs. See the ice from a player's point of view and go where legendary broadcasters called the biggest moments in Penguins history. From championship stories to behind-the-scenes secrets, this tour is the ultimate Penguins experience. Visit ppgpacearena.com and book your tour today.
At Laway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Laway apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Laway to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
In Pittsburgh, only the toughest will come out on top and walk away with the title of champion. At PPG Paints Arena, the PBR Unleash the Beast Tour is coming, February 13th and 14th. Get ready for the best bull riders in the world as they try to hang on for 8 seconds or get a face full of dirt. You gotta be crazy to do this, but crazy is what we do. Ready to be cowboy? Get your tickets. It's bull time.
USC and PCC here at our high school hoops game of the week. Great crowd on hand here at Upper St. Clair tonight. Danny Holzer in his 31st season as head coach at USC. Spent 4 years as an assistant at Duquesne and came to Upper St. Clair, thought he would just be a head coach for a couple years at the high school ranks and then go back to college, never left. And out of the timeout, Central hits another triple, and it's Danny Holler's second.
I really thought Upper St. Clair, after that first matchup, was going to be the better shooting team, put emphasis on it, but Central, got to give them credit. They are raining threes in this first quarter.
Foster to the wing, Ozzie checks into the game. Jude Ozzie goes for a three, and how's that for some bench points? I think one of the students at Upper St. Clair just had his head shaven off.
Middle of the game?
Yes.
I heard a cowbell, too, and now they're trying to hide it. And then Central, they had the U's down. So, I mean, this feels like a college game. It really does.
Yes, no doubt. It has the atmosphere. Khalil.
There is a cowbell.
Do you have a fever? Stossel settling things down for the Central Catholic offense, who leads by 1, and there's a foul going against Marchinski.
This feels like the biggest high school regular season basketball game since the first game we ever did, the Avonworth Beaver game. It is unbelievable, the crowd on hand. You can see right there is not one empty seat on that side.
Good contingent on the other side here for the Vikings, and there's also just a lot of high school basketball fans that circled this one on the schedule.
It's one of those games you go to work and people are asking you about it.
Khalil drives, denied. Robbins got in the way. Foster up the floor for USC. Trailing by 1, Foster around the horn. And fouled as Jude Ozzie is fouled pretty hard. 1:28 to play in the opening frame. It's a Upper St. Clair team that graduated 10 seniors last year in their WPIAL championship team.
4 starters. One guy that's on an undefeated team in college basketball right now, and Tyler Robbins. So, he was a heck of a high school basketball player, too. 2-time player of the year.
And it just goes to show you the not rebuilding but reloading that Upper St. Clair does.
Well, we watched the JV game. It looks like they got 3 more guys ready to go next year. Same thing with Central. It's unbelievable. That game looked like a varsity basketball game.
St. Clair, good offensive set here. Trying to get the lead.
Robbins going to come back up top for a pick and roll potentially.
There it is. Foster, kick out, 3 in the air, doesn't fall for Luke Rickel, and a foul off the rebound.
Robbins did exactly what he's supposed to. Boxes out, draws a foul, and it is unbelievable as a guy, it's not his main sport, how comfortable he is on the basketball court. You'll see right here, good offensive rebound. He wants to put it right back up. Central does the right thing, fouls him, at least makes him earn his 2 points at the free throw line.
It's Khalil picking up his second, something to keep an eye on. And the third going against the Vikings just 49 seconds before that resets. As we see Robbins at the line missing his first.
Robbins on this end is dealing with the whole Central Catholic football team, it looks like.
Robbins came into tonight 23 of 35 from the charity stripe. Dealt with that foot injury through football season. And he hits 102 on this trip. Aiden Chambers checks in as Robbins gets a breather.
I'm interested to see this set without him on the floor because the pick and roll has been their main key offense so far in this game.
This opportunity for Central Catholic to take advantage, right?
Absolutely. Now you don't have that size matchup down low. You got to worry about
Campfield down low to kick out, one off a hand, but ricocheted to the right guy. Seamus Mahan came up with it. Central Catholic football player. Multi-sport.
Got a bunch of multi-sport guys out here. Gaither's a heck of a football player, Wildcat quarterback.
3 that doesn't fall for Campfield, but another rebound, and at the buzzer short for Stossel, and the first quarter comes to a close And would you want it any other way after the first 8? Nothing decided. Tied at 12. Steel City High School Hoops rolls on after this. Don't go anywhere. We go into the second quarter here from Upper St. Clair, Steel City High School Hoops Game of the Week. Alongside David McDermott, Matt Fargo with you here tonight from USC. 12-12 after 8. Panthers with the basketball to start the second. Very different than the first time around these two teams. Central at halftime led 30-10 in that first meeting. It has a different feel to it. As that one rolls in, USC back in front for Luke Marchinski.
You'll see Robbins is right back out there. He generates some space going to the baseline. Marchinski does a great job driving the lane. And you're right, Matt. It feels like whoever has the ball last might win this game.
Loose basketball rolling around out there. Diving on it was Haller. Was able to move it outside for the Vikes. Stossel settles. Does the junior.
Robbins took his breather. Now Enzo's taking his breather for Central Catholic.
Left side and a kick out. That one went off a shoe of Robbins and found the awaiting hands of Jake Foster. Right place, right time for Foster, and a little behind the back ball handling here. Guarded against the Tancourt Jones. 3 on the way, and that's off the mark for Gaither, and a foul off the rebound. And clapping in approval is Ryan Robbins, so this is going to go against the Vikings.
Yeah, that was Betancourt Jones. He's given up a lot of size down there, try to snatch that rebound, but when you got a 6'8" guy right in front of you. So Enzo is back into the ball game, so both star players took about a minute breather.
Got the commercial break between quarters. There's Brian Urso in his 7th season as the head coach of Pittsburgh Central Catholic, Fox Chapel graduate. Also spent some time an assistant coach at Robert Morris University. Nearly taken away. Betticoat, they're going to say he stepped on it. And Danny Holzer said he tipped it. The officials.
I have seen many coaches. This is the call that drives them absolutely crazy. You'll see how close this was. There's the ball. He says he gets possession back, and then he gets his foot over that line. Tough call, but I think it was the right call. Great replay by our crew as well.
Danny Holzer mentioned 31 years, over 500 wins. Just the 22nd head coach in WPL history to achieve that mark. He's only one of 8 as the 3 is off there, and out of bounds will be USC basketball. He's only one of 8 coaches to win 500 at the same school.
That's unbelievable because you got to think about it. To do that, you at least need what? Try to do the math. If you get 20 wins a season, you know what I mean? That is, and a lot of these coaches now, it turns into, does your message get stale? And it just never has. He's been an absolutely great coach.
Well, we've heard a lot of that kind of talk throughout the city lately. Driving right hand, got it to go for Jake Foster.
He's got a smooth game. Everybody said he's the most underrated player that we haven't heard of, and he can get really hot right there. Nice scoop layup.
Turnaround shot there that well off for Betancourt Jones.
And he takes a huge screen.
Weaving is Foster out for a 3 that doesn't fall for Beggy. And another foul off a rebound. That has been a reoccurring theme tonight with the Panthers a 16-12 lead. And for what Central Catholic was able to do, hit a couple threes in the first. A little bit of the momentum in the first quarter. It looks like the Panthers are starting to settle themselves down. And that becomes of a team that is still gelling in the midway point of this season, but they don't have the veterans that they had from a season ago. This is a new team in a lot of ways.
It really is. You got 4 new starters and you got Robbins, and it seems like they've gained more confidence because in a game like this, they're not shooting the ball well from the three-point line, but they're still winning by 4 points, so they're just making it work any way they can.
And they're a scrappy bunch defensively, but finally they get it out for a 3, and the bank's open for Jack Stossel.
He's smiling because he thought it was off target. No way you're trying to bank a 3 from there, but you'll take it any way you can get it. Now you're only down by 1.
A back and forth game of runs continues in this one here in the second quarter. Robbins fed it down low. It goes off of USC, and they will say it was indeed off of Luke Marchinski. So Central Catholic gets the basketball and a chance to retake the lead here.
Look at this. He right away, he said off, and he was smiling as soon as it went in, and he went back on defense just thinking it went in.
Driving. Khalil couldn't get it to fall. Foster underneath. Man, he's a rebound machine. Ozzie fed it to Robbins, and Robbins threw it off the backboard.
That is one of the only downfalls of being 6'8". He wanted to make a nice pass back up top, and he smacked the basketball and almost his hand off the backboard.
Yeah.
Watch this. He goes, oh, that guy's wide open. Never mind.
Robbins, a denial on the other side. Got motivated in 25.
And Betancourt Jones, it seems like he got offended from that air ball chant, and he just wants to make a play for the Vikings, but he's forcing a little bit too much. Robbins knew he was taking the rack the whole time.
Driving is Foster, falling away. Couldn't. Betancourt Jones got the rebound. He outlets it to teammate Williams. Williams kicks it right back out. Betancourt Jones for a 3. It's off the front of the rim. A rebound underneath by Central and Khalil. Khalil misses another turnaround shot.
And right now it seems like Upper St. Clair is in a little bit better of a flow. Central Catholic is chucking up a lot of shots and just hoping they go in.
Yeah, and there's a whistle underneath. And that will take us to the media. But yeah, I think the Central Catholic almost playing like they're down 10 rather than down 1 More high school basketball live from Pittsburgh South Hills when we come back.
You might not see the people's pipelines that deliver you safe, reliable natural gas every day because they are out of sight, hiding beneath your feet. But what's out of your sight is not out of our minds. We move through busy city streets to upgrade the infrastructure that served our region for decades, using state-of-the-art materials that reduce emissions to power homes and businesses with essential energy for generations to come. That's people's commitment to making your life better.
At Laway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Laway apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Laway to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
Miller's Mini Storage has the extra room you need. For more than 3 decades, our storage facility in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania has offered secure, affordable, and accessible storage solutions. Miller's Mini Storage has you covered. Simply bring a lock and key to keep your items safe at our location. New insulated units are available with dawn to dusk access. Storing with us is easy and convenient. Visit millersministorage.com today and reserve your space. Miller's Mini Storage. Your space, your way.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Friday, February 27th, PPG Paints Arena. Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats. Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale now. Buy tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Second quarter action here from Upper St. Clair. Panthers lead Vikings by 1.
What are we doing?
What is going on? Well, it's January, and that has already made our 2026 highlight reel. I've seen a lot of student sections do a lot of things.
I have never seen
that.
How do you explain that there's hair in the bleachers?
How do you explain that to mom and dad when you go home?
He's got the old man cut. He's got the sideburns and the.
What is going on?
That's me in like 10 years.
Yeah, it's too good. Robbins, as we resume play. Foster with it. Out to Judazi and returns the favor. They play catch. 3 minutes here to go in the first half, and a foul is it's going to go against Central, even though Mahan was the one who ended up on his wallet. Central faithful are beside themselves. Brian Urso doesn't like it. Three ball, pure! Jake Foster!
That was an NBA range 3. You got to be confident to shoot it from there right off an inbound. Again, he has attempted over 80 3-pointers this year.
Inside shot good. Betancourt Jones, the senior, gets one to fall.
And I love the response by him. He's taking a beating from this student section off of one bad shot. Still shooting with a lot of confidence.
That ball thrown away, out of bounds. And wait, the official's going to say that it was Upper St. Clair ball, and I do not think, yeah, they got that one right. I always appreciate when the officials talk to one another and they get the call right. That's the right way of doing things.
You can have a little conference.
Yeah.
You have two different sets of eyes to see what went on there, and they made the right call.
Most of us do anyway. Betancourt Jones on the right hand against Robbins, does not want any part of it, and he kicks it outside. Khalil Gets it off to Mahan. And Benacourt Jones, what a take! Some more bench points for the Vikes. Ties things at 19.
Like I said, I thought he was forcing it. A little bit of criticism saying he needs to slow down, but now the engine's rolling, and he's doing a great job getting some bench points for this team, and he's confident taking it right to the rack.
And it's amazing what hitting one shot can do for confidence. As USC goes outside to look for three. Rickle, good! 3-ball corner pocket.
And this is the Upper St. Clair I thought we were going to see.
Yes.
They are very dangerous behind the arc if they get rolling.
Front of the rim, no good, and a rebound and a foul. And I mentioned on that point, Damon, about 3-point shots. USC did not hit one 3-pointer in the matchup against Central earlier this year.
As you said, they had 10 points in the first half. For a team that shoots so well, it's one of those nights you just got to chalk up and say, hey.
And I asked Gavin Williams, who's been an assistant coach under Danny Holzer for 25 years, and I said, what was it? He said, that was our first road game of the season with a new group, young guys. And he goes, sometimes those big games, the kids aren't ready for them, and you've got to gain experience. He said, we played in a bunch of big games already. It was nice to play Lebo earlier this week coming into this matchup. And they'll say it will go to Central, a tip out of bounds off of Central, or off of Upper St. Clair, so Central keeps or gets possession.
And that's the main thing you said is kids. Again, they're learning as the season goes on, too. I think a lot of people, because, look, we're on television right now. We criticize how they play, but they're 14, 15, 16 years old. Your first road game, you can be nervous. You can miss some shots.
Absolutely. 3 on the way, pure for Khalil.
And that's a guy that's never nervous right there.
Enzo Khalil ties things at 22, 40 seconds to play in the first half. So far, as good as advertised. Marchinski works, handing it off to Foster. For St. Clair, playing for the last shot.
Coach Urso looks like he's playing defense for him.
Lost his eligibility a while ago, I would imagine. Central Catholic student section gets into it with 7 seconds. Foster pulls up for the triple. Short. Rebound ripped away Khalil and out of bounds. It will be USC basketball with 1.3 seconds to play. So a catch and shoot opportunity here.
Maybe Robbins takes a cut right to get a layup. That's one play I would look for. If not, maybe Foster coming off a screen.
Paglia comes in to play defense. They go right up to it. A hook shot there that is no good by Ozzie. And that is how the first 16 comes to a close with nothing decided. 22-22. Upper St. Clair and Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Our halftime show on the back half of this break. You're watching the Steel City High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stick around. Our coverage continues right after this. Halftime here at Upper St. Clair with everything knotted up after the first 16, 22-22. Back alongside Damon McDermott, I am Matt Fargo, our JRM video production crew, bringing you high school hoops here tonight, a Friday night. The second half of the high school basketball section season starts tonight, which means it's the beginning of separating pretenders and contenders, and it means that we picked a great time for the stretch run of our Steel City High School Hoops games of the week, and we'll take a look at them now. Coming up on January 24th, that is a week from tomorrow, Saturday, we have 4 games on tap for you. It's Aliquippa South Fayette, Moon Central Valley. The Tigers were the only team to take down Pittsburgh Central Catholic to this point in the season. The Lincoln Park Leopards against the Gateway Gators. That's a great matchup. Then the Montour Spartans. All those games are at Montour. The Spartans, the home team, take it on their crosstown rival, the Ambridge Bridgers. Then a big section contest. The Lincoln Park Leopards match up against the Chartiers Valley Colts. The Colts got the best of the Leopards, but both Pratts did not play in that first meeting. It was just a 5-point game. Have a funny feeling it could be a different story in Bridgeville that time around. Then a big 2A matchup, Seton LaSalle against South Allegheny. Can the Rebels keep things rolling against the Gladiators? We'll find out on the 30th of January. Northgate takes a trip down 65 to visit their rivals, the Swickley Academy Panthers. Swickley yet to lose a game this season, and they are firing on all cylinders, a favorite to get back to the sweetest place on earth in 2A in the state championship. And then you'll pick the game we'll go to in February 6th. Where we will be, you will tell us. What sticks out to you, Damon?
First off, Josh Pratt. He's healthy. He's averaging 25 points a game. Right now he's committed to Columbia, so those are must-watch. You want to watch probably the best player in Pittsburgh. Should be a 4-star prospect. Right now he's a 3-star. I think some bigger schools might come a-calling, even though he's committed to a school already. And then Swickley Academy, they're on undefeated watch for the whole entire season. We've done a couple of games this year for them. They win by 50, 60, sometimes 70 points.
Yeah, it's been an impressive mark, and you can catch it all here on the Steel City High School Hoops Game of the Week, and you can catch the second half and more of our halftime show when we come back. We're in Upper St. Clair tonight. The Panthers have the Vikings here at home, and nothing is decided. Stick around with us. Our coverage rolls on after this.
Nate Bargatze.
It's a lot to have 2 dogs, because you got to open the back door and let 2 dogs out.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. PPG Paints Arena, July 30th and 31st. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Stay connected with all the action. Follow JRM Sports on X, Instagram, and YouTube. Get the latest highlights, exclusive content, and behind-the-scenes moments from your favorite sports. Don't miss a second. Follow us today.
Pittsburgh, get ready to see PPG Paints Arena like never before. PPG Paints Arena tours take you behind the scenes of the home of the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is your chance to step inside the Penguins locker room and feel the history of the 5-time Stanley Cup champs. See the ice from a player's point of view and go where legendary broadcasters told the biggest moments in Penguins history. From championship stories to behind-the-scenes secrets, this tour is the ultimate Penguins experience. Visit ppgpaintsarena.com and book your tour today.
Have a nice day, family.
What would they do without me?
Can someone fix my hair?
Must have cheesy eggs.
I can't find my keys.
No! Annoying! Never! I'm the king of the
I need some help.
I better get more life insurance.
You're irreplaceable, but a life insurance policy from GBU Life can provide your family with the resources for a well-planned future. Visit gbu.org to get started.
Quiet on set? No way. This is Jake's time to shine, and Ryan's, and our crew. Cameras, check. Drones, check. Checking that shot we just checked? Double check. We ain't got time to chill. We're out here capturing this action. This is when we get to work, to bring you every moment live, no matter what. Broadcasting changes everything. Transform how you experience the game with JRM Video Production.
Relive the best moments of the Steel City High School Hoops Showcase. Every three-pointer, every dunk, and every buzzer beater. Streaming now on JRM Sports YouTube.
Time now for the GBU Live first half highlights. Even, Damon, after 16 minutes. I think Central almost controlled the first 8. USC maybe more so the second 8.
Yeah, I mean, Central came out and they were hitting some threes that we did not expect, and then St. Clair kind of punched back. They got Robbins really going. You saw Jake Foster take a couple deep shots, and if he gets confident, you never know what can happen for Upper St. Clair. I mean, he can go on a run and hit 4 or 5 straight threes. Then you saw some bench points as well from Betancourt Jones, but as you said, nobody's proved anything. It's 22-22, and every time one team throws a punch, another team throws a punch, and we're all tied up.
Little civil war between USC and PCC for a spot in the top of Section 2 and 6A. The second half is coming up next. It's the Steel City High School Hoops Game of the Week. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up next. We're back to Upper St. Clair tonight. Steel City High School Hoops. Pittsburgh South Hills. Two-time defending champs, the Upper St. Clair Panthers, trying for a three-peat. Trying to invoke some revenge on the Pittsburgh Central Catholic Vikings, who handed them their only loss of this 25-26 campaign. The Vikes, they have one blemish this season to 5A Moon. And both teams hoping that they can keep their car rolling and not face any potholes or medians.
You never know. They can just come up out of nowhere, man. You never know what could happen. And I have a funny feeling that these teams know that they could face each other for a third time this year, and that wouldn't come out of nowhere.
It wouldn't, because it would be the fourth time in a row that they'd meet in the playoffs. They met the last 3 seasons in the semifinals. Panthers have gotten the best of the Vikings the last 2 years. But when you meet in the semifinals, if you win that game, chances are you're going to win the championship, because whoever has won that game has gone on to win the WPIAL 6A title the last 3 seasons.
There might be a couple Newcastle fans checking out this game to see what's going on.
No doubt. And that's what makes 6A, to me, there isn't a runaway favorite. I think that any of these teams can get hot. I think there's some of the teams in the middle of the road that could pull a little bit of an upset. We saw even a team like Pine Richland that probably won't even make the playoffs. They played right with the Red Hurricanes at Newcastle.
6A is that conference to me that there's like no room for error. Like, if you were just off for a week or two or you get an injury, it is not, because every team's so talented. I mean, everybody can make the playoffs and make it interesting. That's why if you go into playoffs maybe not as the favorite, you still have a heck of a chance to end up winning 6A for sure.
It's a big one here in USC. And Central Catholic starts with the basketball to start the second half. Will the Vikes go back to that three-point shooting ability they had? They're going to try it. Campfield, who started this game with a 3, almost tried to start the second half. And a travel off the rebound. It'll be Central Catholic ball off the miss.
They're letting these guys play because right there, I thought that was a foul.
Yeah.
And they said, no, I mean, you could have stayed on your feet after you got shoulder checked.
It's a good way to look at it. Haller runs the baseline and is up and fouled. He'll go to the line for the senior guard. Foster gets his first foul of the night.
Free throws are going to end up being very important in this game, both teams.
He's a 76% free throw shooter coming into tonight. 10 of 13, make it 11 of 14. And the announcer's jinx still in effect.
Always will be.
Yeah.
One of his family members is watching this game and blaming you for that miss.
And as they should. If they're family, they're allowed to do that. Central Catholic brought a nice student section going up against the home student section of the USC Panthers. Driving denied there by the Vikes. Foster, but Beggy kicks it outside. Robinson, both teams getting second chance opportunities on their first trip up the floor. Marchinski stopped his dribble, gets the ball back, throws up a 3. That doesn't fall. Taken away by Khalil. Khalil going all the way and fouled. Trying to go coast to coast with it. And now he'll try to earn 2 tickets at the charity strike. Pittsburgh Central Catholic football champions in 6A. Got to the state championship.
They might be the first student section that has about 4 3-stars in the front row. I saw Ashton Blatt over there. He's going to Duke.
Khalil, a 54% free throw shooter.
And I don't think he minds me saying this. The thing that holding him back, he has D1 talent, is that shooting. He needs to work on it a little bit. He knows from the free throw line and the three-point line. But his quickness, defense, looks Division I ready.
Outside is Ozzie. In the lane, fouled. And a trip to the line for Ozzie. And really a first half that didn't have many fouls at all. And now we've already seen our third one of this half. Officials clamping down a little bit. Maybe the most obvious of the fouls was the one that wasn't called.
Yeah, the one the football team loved to watch. First guy to go 2 for 2 from the line.
And knot things up here at 24 one more time.
That's the most whistles I think we've had. That first half flew by.
Yes. Campfield works it out. Williams doesn't like what he sees inside, and an outlet to Haller. 2 minutes gone by here in this second half. Just 2 points each. This basketball picked up by Williams, fed down low to Stoessel. He'll go up strong with it. Got the roll.
He's given up almost a foot. What a good job right there to not rush your shot. Then we're going to get an off-ball foul.
It's going to be Stossel. That'll be his second.
Watch that move. He's playing that a foot off the square up top to the left because he knows Robbins can swat it down, and then he gets an off-ball foul.
Pass ahead for Foster.
Here comes that pick and roll.
Drives in traffic. Got it to Gaither. Gaither backs down, lost control of it. Goes through the 5-hole there. It's still loose, and Central somehow comes away with it. Campfield grabbed it, hands it off to Khalil for a triple fading away. It got tipped, according to the official.
That was a close call. I thought we were about to get 3 free throws.
Central faithful really didn't make much of noise about it, so must have saw something as Robbins fades down low to Gaither.
You love when the big man can pass, too. I thought he was going to shoot a hook shot right there, spin off, try to get a layup, but he knew his teammate was underneath on the cut. What a pass by the big man.
Handoff goes to Haller and then back outside to Campfield. He's gone cold from 3, hit 2 early in this game. He had 2 big threes in the last meeting between these two teams. And Upper St. Clair, Luke Rickel returns, the 6'1 sophomore. Marchinsky gets a breather. There's Coach Junko, head football coach of Upper St. Clair. You know, when he goes to the trick play, junk drawer. Stossel to Campfield, back outside. Stossel a 3 that doesn't go. And Foster rips away the board.
Seems like Upper St. Clair's going to keep giving them space. Thinking the first half they just got a little hot.
Eyeing up a 3 for Foster, and he'll connect.
Speak of a guy that can get hot, he's made over 30 threes this year already. He said, watch out, he can get real streaky real fast.
And a foul.
And 1.
That will take us to the media. 29-28 USC with a 1-point lead. Central trying to change that when we come back.
At Laway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Laway apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Laway to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
Trout Plumbing is a registered and insured master plumber that services the South Hills. They offer a variety of services, including camera inspection and dye testing. Trout Plumbing also offers a veteran and senior citizen discount. When in doubt, call the Trout at 412-983-8106.
From heating and cooling to a large array of construction equipment, Herc Rentals has the gear you need to get the job done. Herc Rentals is already a staple in several communities across the United States and Canada and have been serving our customers' needs since 1965. With a catalog of equipment that spans the spectrum of almost every kind of solution you can think of. To learn more about Herc Rentals, visit hercrentals.com or call us at 1-888-777-2700.
You might not see the people's pipelines that deliver you safe, reliable natural gas every day because they are out of sight, hiding beneath your feet. But what's out of your sight is not out of our minds. We move through busy city streets to upgrade the infrastructure that served our region for decades, using state-of-the-art materials that reduce emissions to power homes and businesses with essential energy for generations to come. That's people's commitment to making your life better.
Relive the best moments of the Steel City High School Hoop Showcase. Every three-pointer, every dunk, and every buzzer beater. Streaming now on JRM Sports YouTube.
Third quarter action continues from Upper St. Clair. 29-28, USC has the lead over Central Catholic with Damon McDermott, Matt Fargo with you here on a Friday night. Packed house here at the home of the Panthers. Everybody in attendance. Actually, Executive Director of the WPL, Vince Sortino, in the building, sitting behind us, taking it in.
It's a who's who.
It is.
I told you, this is the game. I had people at work asking me, because they were like, you doing the Central game? And they hold that weight, football, basketball, especially when both teams are this good. Upper St. Clair, too. Their football program's been top of the line. Now their basketball program, you can tell both student sections are fired up against each other. It's been so much fun.
Kind of.
Oh. It almost has a football feel, how intense this game has been.
So an and one for Enzo Khalil.
What a layup he made right before the break, too. Respond to that three-pointer. But again, these are the ones he needs to make.
And he does. And we're back tied at 29.
He's up to 9. Jake Foster leads all scorers with 10.
See what the St. Clair offense has in store on this trip. Rickle. Foul line extended. Hands it off to Robbins. Foster up top. Ozzie, catch and shoot. Short. Tipped off a few hands. Central comes away. It's Khalil. Central back, setting up the offense. Drive down low for Central. And an outside shot for a triple that doesn't fall. Campfield could not connect again on a three-point attempt.
You mentioned it. He had the two early, and now he just cannot hit one.
Down low, that off the rim, no good. It rolled out for Gaither. And Central comes away with it one more time.
I have a funny feeling Enzo's going to try to take over this game soon for Central Catholic. Both offenses have stalled out a little bit in the second half.
It was 22-22 at the end of the first half. If you just tuned in, and reverse denied by Robbins.
He didn't even have to jump. He just sticks that big paw out there.
I'll be taking that. Foster drives. It finishes.
He's up to 12 again. The senior, a lot of people told us, one of the most underrated players in the WPIAL, and I completely agree. I've been very impressed with him tonight.
Yeah, leading that charge was assistant coach Gavin Williams. Is that three answered finally? Campfield gets one to fall again.
Yeah, Foster, he does a great job creating his own shot, but at the same time, he's a sniper. He can shoot. We saw one NBA range already in this game. But what's been fun so far in this game, Matt, each team just keeps answering. There hasn't been one run where you go, oh my goodness, we're going to have to take a timeout and really get things going. Every bucket, I think the biggest run was a 5-2. I mean, honestly, there hasn't been any big runs. It's just back and forth.
And there's a steal, or almost an attempted steal there, as St. Clair's able to settle things down and get it across the timeline. Evident to your point, David, neither team has taken a timeout to this point. All of them have all five left. Down low, tic-tac-toe passing, Finnegan-Beggy.
Nice to have a 6'4" junior on your bench. He gets his first 2 points of the night.
Betancourt Jones hands it to Khalil. Offensive foul.
Just did not set his feet And for Betancourt Jones, he started this game as their sixth man. Here he has 3 fouls. You see right there, just way too late on trying to set that screen. You just got to let him pass you and reset up top.
That's his third, the team's third. Under a minute to go. Team fouls unlikely to be an issue as we tick towards the fourth. And we're going to get one of those timeouts. Danny Holzer tuned into the broadcast, said, you know what, you're right. We haven't taken one. And I'm not going to take 5 with me into the fourth. I'll take one with 49 seconds. And the Panthers a 1-point lead. It has been back and forth. Little old school feeling to it. Half-court offenses, good defense.
Look at the big man with the dish. Put it right back down low to his teammate. And there's Jake Foster again. He has 12 on the night. There's one of the three-pointers. It is unbelievable how quick he can just take one right here. Then he shows you he can drive to the rack with the right hand. A little trash talk on the way back, too. And then Camfield's been the guy on the other end. He's made 2 3-pointers, who has answered the call for Central when they need a basket. There's the layup we just saw to give Upper St. Clair the lead, and then they have a stop. They're up by 1. And I think that's a good timeout. You're up by 1. You take your time. You can take a 3 or 4 point lead. And it sounds crazy, but that would be the biggest lead of the ball game at this point. So,
you saw Brian Urso see what he dials up defensively for the final 45 of this third frame. Panthers and Vikings. Fed to Robbins down low. Robbins patient and gets 2.
It doesn't look fancy, but the way he didn't go right up for that is exactly what he needed to create a little bit of space and put it right back up.
Driving is Mahan, and he comes up empty. 20 seconds. Panthers would love to get another one in here. They go back to Robbins, and the big fella gets 2 more. Rockin' Robbins right now. An answer for Central, Christian Williams. And that will take us to the end of 3. Central Catholic, Upper St. Clair. The final 8 when we come back. The Panthers lead at 37-34 on Steel City High School Hoops. Let's play a fourth in Pittsburgh South Hills, 37-34. USC starts it off here in the fourth. Quick passing and a foul. Nice take for Jake Foster.
It's been the Jake Foster and Ryan Robbins show to kind of take over for Upper St. Clair.
Stoessel picks up his third foul, by the way. No one with more than 3 to start this fourth frame. There you see the senior guard go 1 of 2. 4-point lead for the Panthers. That last bucket by Williams, an unsung bucket there to end the third.
They were down by 5. That was the biggest lead of this game, Matt. And then he gets that quick bucket.
Driving and kicking. 3 on the way for Campfield, and he hits another.
You got to start wondering, every 3 he's made is the exact same spot, and it's every time they need a big bucket. If I'm Upper St. Clair, you got to find where he's at on the court.
He went cold briefly, but he's heating up here as that shot off the mark there by Marchinski, and a right-handed layup that doesn't fall for Mahan. Back come the Panthers, leading by 1, coast to coast there for Foster, and he's fouled on the floor.
That's the first one Central does not like.
Williams picks up his third and the team's second. Quick 2 fouls for Central Catholic in this fourth quarter. Into Robbins. Robbins enters the lane, spins, doesn't have enough on it to spin in, and Central comes away with the board.
I'm not kidding. I think that's the second time he's dribbled in this basketball game.
There's a 3 for Khalil that doesn't find the bottom of the barrel. St. Clair and Central Catholic. There's a pass inside to Robbins. Robbins, 1 dribble, spinning towards the basket, airballs it. Khalil comes away with it, tries to dribble behind his back. He almost lost it, and he still holds on to it in the backcourt. And time ticking down, he'll finally cross the time stripe.
He took a shot, too, by Robbins. No call on that one.
Driving inside is Campfield. Back outside to Khalil. Stop and pop, good! And our 6th lead change of this ball game, Central back in front.
That's a tough bucket. Little crossover between the legs. Hesitation right in the defender's face. Enzo is going to try to take over in this fourth quarter, Matt.
6 lead changes, 7 ties in this ball game. And in the lane, make it another one. Panthers back in front with Foster pure in the lane.
The guards are trading buckets. Foster has 15. Enzo's got 11. You got to think Enzo might try to answer right back.
There's Khalil. Enzo Khalil just inside the stripe and rims out.
He didn't like that one. A little bit off balanced. Probably could have found a better shot or just reset.
And a timeout taken by Danny Holzer and the Upper St. Clair Panthers. As Brian Urso wants to talk to his team as well. 40-39, Panthers have a 1-point advantage. Our next broadcast, it is a quadruple header, but it will start at 12:30 as Aliquippa takes on South Fayette. The Quips, middle-of-the-road team against the Lions of South Fayette. That's January 24th, starting at 12:30. The first of four as we take a look at the 6A Section 2 conference standings. You see Central Catholic there at the top, unblemished in conference play, but both teams 13-1 overall. So means more to USC. Central can kind of really paint their way and control their own destiny to a conference championship if they win here tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this conference. This is what's so exciting about hoops this time of year. Lebo's a heck of a team, and they're 4-3 right now, 10-4. And like you said, Upper St. Clair, this game's pretty much a playoff game right here, right now, if you want to share that section title.
And Brian Urso's group on the Central Catholic side, of course, Urso took over in 2019 for the legendary Chuck Crummey. Central Catholic, Urso's already has a WPIAL title to his credit in 2023.
It's really hard to replace him and to do as well as he has, and now he seems like he's a staple already for this program. And he's so intense. Again, he looks like he is guarding when he is coaching over there.
He's the first men's assistant at Chatham and also an assistant at IUP. And a start out of the timeout. Marchinski hits a triple. Can Central have a response?
They've punched back all night long, and there's going to be a foul on Upper St. Clair.
It's going to be Finnegan-Beggy. So we take another look at the three.
That's his first three of the night. Confident to take that shot in a close ball game.
Thought about pulling up, did Williams. He'll drive instead. Now kick. Mahan around and doesn't get the rebound, but a tip-in, a follow there by Khalil.
And that's the thing with Khalil. If everything else isn't working tonight, if your three's not on, he'll get you rebounds, assists. He's just a ball player. That is a hustle play.
Foster handed it off. Thought about driving. It'll pop back out for the pass. Now eye up a three. That's short. Rebound tipped away. Falling down there was Stossel, but he was able to control it. Khalil gets his shot attempt sent back. Andrew Gaither with the rejection. And that takes us to the media timeout here in the fourth. Nothing decided between the Vikes and the Panthers. 43-41 on Steel City High School Hoops.
A house is just four walls, but a home, that's something more. At Your Town Realty, we don't just work here, we live here. We're small by choice, with deep roots and real relationships that go beyond transactions. And because this city means so much to us, we give back, year after year. It's not about being the biggest, it's about being the one that feels like home. Your Town Realty, locally owned, community grown.
Thanks for fixing the door.
I was nervous about that lock.
To your family, you are more than just your income.
What would she do without me? She'd probably have to marry our next door neighbor, Todd.
Well, Todd, I have no feelings for you whatsoever, but I'm going to have to say I do. I can't afford a handyman.
Gotta get some life insurance.
Although you're irreplaceable, a life insurance policy from GBU Life can provide the financial security your family needs for a secure future. To get started, visit gbu.org.
Miller's Mini Storage has the extra room you need. For more than 3 decades, our storage facility in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania has offered secure, affordable, and accessible storage solutions. Miller's Mini Storage has you covered. Simply bring a lock and key to keep your items safe at our location. New insulated units are available with dawn to dusk access. Storing with us is easy and convenient. Visit millersministorage.com today and reserve your space. Miller's Mini Storage, your space, your way.
At Laway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Loewe apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Loewe to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
Relive the best moments of the Steel City High School Hoop Showcase. Every three-pointer, every dunk, and every buzzer beater. Streaming now on JRM Sports YouTube.
Welcome you back, and there's Upper St. Clair head coach Danny Holzer, who is coaching his team for some history here tonight with the win. Holzer will become the most winningest coach in Upper St. Clair athletics history. He would pass Ernie Kuntz, who is the current leader, the girls coach for over 40 years at Upper St. Clair. And tonight, Panthers not only playing for positioning, but also for their head man, who's been at the helm for 31 years.
Maybe she got a shout out too. 40 years is unbelievable. That is
Absolutely.
awesome.
Fed down low, and a jump ball. And the arrow favors the Vikes with 3:21 to go in regulation. And this one was good enough to go to OT the first time around. And boy, are we headed there again.
It's going to come down to who has the ball last. That's something you say for football, but seriously, it is unbelievable how many lead changes and ties. There goes Enzo drawing a foul. You mentioned it earlier, but now it's 7 lead changes, 7 ties, which Enzo could make it 8 if he makes both of these.
Could be we were headed for a 8th tie, but Damon works as good on that side of the table as it does this one.
Maybe we should just stop talking about free throws.
Oh, man, 0 for 2 at the line. Robbins, an easy board.
Again, in these close games, we talk about margin error is so small in 6A, you got to hit your free throws.
It's Foster setting up shot with 3 minutes. Robbins with it. In the lane, back outside. Ozzie for a 3 that doesn't go, but a big rebound, loose ball. And it will be a St. Clair foul. Is that what I'm hearing?
I love the hustle from Betancourt Jones, but I thought he tackled enough for St. Clair.
I'm with you.
There's the miss. Then watch this. I still think. Okay, so they did switch it. Okay.
Yes.
I love the hustle, though, honestly. This is one of those games where play physical. Just Betancourt Jones, you gotta stay on your feet. But he's a senior. Maybe he should have played defensive back.
That one went off the backboard, and Central came away with it. Leads it down low to Williams. Williams traveled.
That is such a big call, and it's the right call. Coach Urso does not like it. You see the bench getting pumped up and the student section. Right here, I thought they might just try to take it to the hoop. It's a smart pass, but when you got Robbins being able to double team, then you got nowhere to go underneath. It's funny, final 3 minutes, the turnovers just start happening. Everybody gets a little bit more tight.
Foster coming up on 2 minutes to play, a 2-point lead. Panthers look to extend it. And it is a foul on the pass, according to this.
If they didn't call that foul, I thought we were about to see a travel from Foster. That's Betancourt Jones' 5th.
That's it. The senior off the bench for the Vikings. He's roughed it up inside, and at times that's benefited the Vikings.
At the same time, he's the only guy with bench points, so you're losing your best player off the bench. And if somehow this game does go to overtime, you got no depth to come into this game. He's the one that gives Enzo Kalil a breather when he can.
That's Jake Foster at the line. He's an 80% free throw shooter. You see he converts the first of 2 there. And he misses this one, and the rebound goes to the Vikings.
What are we doing? we got to stop.
It's getting almost
Everybody at
comical
home, we apologize.
Central down 3, under 2 to go. Stossel, pair of 13-1 teams. Central undefeated in the section.
This is usually when they get a Campfield 3.
Stossel conducts traffic, feeds it inside. It's Khalil with the nice fake. And a timeout by Central. 1-point game with 1:34 to play.
What a move. Again, if his jumper's not working, he can create space so many different ways. Like a post move. If you get a man jumping and he's behind you by the time you're up at the hoop, you did something right. And he just does everything right on this team. Again, he'll get you a couple assists, boards, steals. And, again, I'm talking about his jump shot, and he still has 15 points. He knows it's something he needs to work on a little bit, but he's having a heck of a game still, and he's the only reason they're still in this game. The next guy on the team has 9, and that's Campfield. But Enzo's had a heck of a year, averaging 16.5 points. And there's Central. I've seen more U's down in this game than you might see Indiana versus Miami next week.
You're right. 1:34. That was Central Catholic's first called timeout of this ball game. They still have 4 left. USC with 3 left.
This is making me think these guys should play every year in football, basketball, baseball.
You name the sport, they would be down for it. 2 of the premier athletic programs in the WPIAL. Of course, Danny Holzer's also the athletic director at Upper St. Clair. USC cheerleaders hoping they'll have something to cheer about in the next 1:34.
Here we go, Matt.
And it's tipped away loose. Foster is able to get to it. And they were hoping for a travel, and they didn't get it. Panthers across the timeline. Ozzie in the corner, lost it out of bounds. Central ball.
Most famous line in basketball, ball don't lie. Again, I think the refs have done a really good job tonight, but I thought that was a travel on Foster. Central Catholic gets it right back.
7 lead changes and a 1-point game. Central trails. Coming up on a minute to play. Driving is Stossel back outside to Campfield. Handed it off. Back to Stossel. And 60 ticks to go. Stossel drives right. Outside to Mahan. And now Khalil, a 3. Back iron. Rebound USC. Double team and a timeout. Panthers with 43 seconds to play.
Heads up timeout. You talk about trying to be the most winningest coach of all time. It was about to be a jump ball. He got that timeout just in time. Upper St. Clair keeps possession with a 1-point lead. Here's that shot attempt by Khalil.
Trying to give the Vikings the lead late. Comes up short. And the timeout by Holzer.
But if you're Central, you don't got to panic again. You don't want a 3. You might have to start playing the foul game, though. St. Clair does not have to shoot this basketball.
It's been as good as you can ask for in high school basketball. If you like some defense and a game of runs and half-court sets, we got the game for you.
We really do. You'll see here, everybody's been chipping in on both sides. We've had some tackles. We've had some big offensive rebounds. You've seen Foster get hot right there for Upper St. Clair. He's got 16. Enzo's got 15. Campfield's got 9. It seems like everybody in this starting lineup, when they need to make a shot and they get called upon, they've made big ones. And now Upper St. Clair is up by 1. One more time, Matt, in this game, we've had 7 lead changes, 7 ties, and we're not done yet.
Buckle up for the final 43.
Maybe.
Of regulation, anyway. Panthers up the floor, denying. And they wanted 10 seconds. They didn't get it, and a foul.
Really good defense. I mean, they almost got it. Now you take the foul. You hope he misses one. Good thing for Upper St. Clair. They had 5 team fouls already, so they didn't have to waste time.
Yep.
So you could take that possession and try to get him to turn it over in the front court.
The guy who wants shooting him is Jake Foster. He was 1 of 2 the last time he went to the line, and he hits his first here.
And the law averages, if he's an 80% shooter, he's not going to miss this one. I don't know why I just said that. But
yeah, the averages of us talking about free throws tonight hasn't been very good either.
He's breaking it.
All right. There we go. Rattles it in. 3-point game. Central.
Takes the big shot.
Campfield has hit the most threes tonight. He's underneath. Up strong and cuts it back to a 1-point game. Timeout. Central with 18 seconds to go.
And Matt, the guy that you thought might take the 3 to tie the game ends up being under the hoop, and he says, I got to just put this up. We're down by 1. We play the foul game again.
Yeah, and for how successful the backcourt defense was, why not roll the dice with a couple more seconds to go?
And again, no matter what, as long as you don't foul him behind the 3-point line, and you're not in a shot, as I should say, you're going to be down by 3, and you get the same play again, and then you try to get Campfield or Enzo open to tie this game.
Central won this last meeting 48-46 on a buzzer beater in overtime. And the plot thickening here this second meeting.
God, they got it all over there.
This is one of the best student sections in all of the state of Pennsylvania. And their Twitter account's pretty good too. Or X account for those of you that.
You guys have gone back and forth for a couple times,
yeah,
right?
We have.
Let's say.
Yeah. Whitfield Insider.
I hope he's watching that. He used to be a football-only guy. This is the type of game.
Well, I know my counterpart, 1/3 of the Whitfield Basketball Insider, Brad Everett, 3 seats down from me.
And he gets a front row seat wherever he goes.
Oh, my gosh. West Mifflin's finest. 18 seconds to go. Long pass ahead. It's caught by Foster, and a foul is called.
That was pretty much a deep ball in football, and Foster went up and got it. That was a risky play call, but you give it to the guy that's hot, the most athletic guy on the court maybe. What a catch. That could have been a turnover. Watch this, Matt.
Foster, first is good. That took a second off the clock. Went from 18 to 17.
Telling you, what a gutsy call, too.
Yeah, in a 1-point game. Oh, and he got the roll. Timeout USC, back to a 3-point game. 17 seconds to play. And what do you do here if you're Central Catholic? Damon, you run the same thing you just ran and continue to elongate this game, or are you trying to get the 3?
To me, you got 17 seconds. You can still go for the quick 2. You're running a play to see if that 3 gets open. Obviously, you're looking for Campbell or Campfield, or you're looking for Enzo Khalil here to be open for a 3-pointer. The only other one that has made a 3-pointer in this game is Jack Stossel. So either of those 3 guys get open, sure, you take it, try to tie the game up. If not, quick 2, play defense again, and hope eventually they miss a free throw. But right when you need to make free throws, Upper St. Clair has been hot with Jake Foster making the last 4.
USC and PCC in another classic.
This is unbelievable. I just every first game of the year we do together, it just seems like that's an automatic.
It sets the table, brother. And the proverbial halfway point is the second part of conference play begins tonight across the WPIAL. Central down 3 and with the basketball. Stossel up the floor. Hand it off to Williams. Williams with 10 seconds and a foul. 9 seconds to go. Third team foul.
Smart foul.
9 seconds to go backcourt with it. Stossel is fouled one more time with 7 seconds to go.
And it seems like they're going to foul him and make him shoot those 2 free throws, and now
Central's going to call a timeout.
They're going to call a timeout and say, hey, guys, if we don't get a shot up in the next 7 seconds, that's a three-pointer, we're going to lose this game just off of them playing the foul game. So somebody's got to get open off this inbound.
It's exactly what Brian Urso is trying to draw up.
And the other side, that's great coaching, because I think me and you we kind of forgot about that they could do that.
Sure.
and then you say, there's the guy that got his head shaven. He looks like he's as happy as can be.
There we are. Courtside with you here, the game of the week. Steel City High School Hoops. That's Damon McDermott, Matt Fargo with you. And glad you stuck around because we've gotten a great one.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. First game I've done this year, and I just, every year it amazes me. Like this place, there's not one empty seat. The student sections haven't sat down this whole entire game. We've seen a guy get his head shaved. We've seen,
what's going on?
We've seen hard hats. I think we saw a horse on a stick. It's unbelievable what these communities do for these games. And we've seen 7 lead changes, 7 ties. We're now playing the foul game. And again, if there's a guy that can have a miraculous shot, he won a section title on a buzzer beater. Enzo Khalil, can he do it one more time, or do you look for the hot hand? Campfield off of this inbound. Upper St. Clair still has 2 fouls to give.
Inbound man will be Christian Williams, the senior. 7 seconds to go, down 3. And it's right to Stossel. Stossel driving to the lane. He scores it with 1.7 seconds, stops the clock. Central's upset. They think that there should be more time on the clock.
I agree. I mean, he made that about 2.3. The clock operator, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but we don't have the replay to go back. We do, but not the Whitfield, the PIAA. I mean, you can't. So we'll see if the ref agrees and they can at least put a couple ticks back on. But when he makes it right there, you almost can see the clock in that camera angle. But to me, there was 2.5. It looks like they're going to put back to 2 seconds on the clock.
But I think, though, too little, too late.
Yes,
if you're
absolutely.
Pittsburgh Central Catholic, you got to kick that out and go for the 3. And if you don't make it, you don't make it. But this, I don't know, is the recipe here.
Yeah, I'm not blaming anybody because, again, right there, I think they kind of panicked and said, hey, I'm about to get fouled, and now I got to put up the hoop. But
yeah,
at that point, now you got 2 seconds. You need a turnover right away or this game's over. Upper St. Clair student section's fully confident, already singing, hey, hey, goodbye.
Well, the inbound is the important part here. And it will be thrown in by Peggy Finnegan. It's intercepted, tipped away, popped into the air, and the buzzer sounds. That is your ball game, and USC holds down home court. Takes down the Vikings by 1. Panthers win it 48-47.
What a game, what a finish, and what a heads-up play by Ryan Robbins to punch that ball out of the air and just put it where no Central Catholic player can get it. You can see how pumped up this whole team is for Upper St. Clair.
For Central, Brian Urso still talking. How rare is it that the officials will even talk to a head coach after the final buzzer sounds, and all 3 of them are talking with the head man of the Vikings, but it will fall on deaf ears tonight, and the officials are now conferencing. And what could this be? The most bizarre thing in the world.
Imagine they tell them to go back to the bench and put .3 on the clock?
Fans are headed for the exits. The officials. This is not over, guys. This is the most bizarre thing. The officials are conferencing. Brian Urso wants a technical now. Danny Holzer is grabbing his players and bringing them back to the court.
The students are already celebrating.
Yes.
They were dancing with the players.
Has been over. And now Holzer and Urso look at these Zebras.
It's a standoff. It is an absolute standoff.
And Urso wants .5 on the clock. He keeps saying .5. Danny Holzer is trying to plead his case.
Because Robbins, I said a heads-up play. He punched it. It hit the ceiling. So, again, that is out of bounds. That is out of bounds, and it's now going if they're going to decide. Because that guy right there wants to take a half-court shot and see if he can win the game.
And what a story it could be.
And these refs, they have to feel like they have 5,000 eyeballs.
Well, because they do. And all of them.
And you have
watching.
Two of the most intimidating coaches staring right through them.
All right, the officials have brought both head coaches over and are explaining this at the table. And we don't have our lip reader on standby here at JRM tonight, but this game's not over, guys. This is the most bizarre thing, and it can only get wilder.
.3 is what they're putting on the clock.
No buzzer went off when it went to 0, so they put .3 seconds. It cannot be a catch. They can only tap it.
Timeout Central.
And timeout Central Catholic.
If I am Upper St. Clair, first off, I'm furious.
Yeah, right.
Second off, I'm putting Robbins right under the hoop and telling him to stick his hands up.
No cap.
Like I don't know what.
But you also have to be careful if you're USC that you don't foul. Because it's a 1-point game.
And do you even practice a play like
Here's this last play. Here's the last sequence again.
Here's the punch. Right there. And then it goes right up and it hits the ceiling, and there was no buzzer.
Buzzer's been working fine all night, but that was the explanation we got from the official.
But I understand. It's a dead ball when it hits the ceiling,
sure.
But at the same time.
Had time expired at that point?
We don't know. That's the biggest thing. Coach Urso wanted .5. He gets .3. Here we go.
Mahan is going to inbound this here.
How do you even call a play for this?
And student section throwing, tipped, denied. It's St. Clair. USC wins it again. 48-47 in a dramatic one here on the South Hills tonight. First loss of the section for the Vikings, and the Panthers hang on after what could have been one of the most bizarre turnarounds in WPIAL history, Damon. We watched something that I don't know that I've never seen before or heard before.
We would have been on SportsCenter. If somehow they would have won that game, we would have been on every local news. We would have been on KDKA. What a game. It had absolutely everything. 7 different lead chances. Foster had 20. But we'll be right back and we can break it all down.
We'll step aside. We'll come back with our player of the game after this here on KDKA and Sportsnet.
get out?
Make sure he comes back. I didn't mean for him to run away.
Do I get out of your way when he gets over here?
No.
Are you sure?
No, we'll
Okay.
just sit here and then he'll.
Evan's trying to go get him.
Well, he
wanted to celebrate with the team.
Yeah, everybody was gone, and then he's staring at me like, well, are you going to interview me? And we welcome you back here courtside. And got to catch your breath after a game like that one. 1-point win for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, 48-47. That's Damon McDermott, Matt Fargo with you. And we're going to be joined here by our player of the game as USC wins this one. Jake Foster joins us. And Jake, what a roller coaster of emotions. Let's start there.
For sure.
You guys think you win the game, and then you got to put the 1.3 up and almost refocus for a second, right?
For sure. It was a crazy experience. I mean, we did the handshake lines. We're all excited to go back to the locker room, celebrate with everyone, and they tell us we got to play again in 0.3 seconds. I mean, it was crazy for sure, but I'm just happy we came out with the win, for sure.
Coming into this game, you guys knew the only loss you had to this point was Central Catholic in a game that had so many roller coasters. This one was a lot closer throughout the game, but had that ebb and flow. What was it for you to just keep mental focus and kind of ride that wave to the finish line?
Well, we knew last time, I mean, it was the worst game we could have played all year. I mean, 30-10 at halftime, we came back. So we knew we were capable to win this game for sure. And when we got going, Coach put all the trust in me to keep going, just lead the offense. And when shots are falling, everything feels good. And I feel like our team, when we're all hitting on offense and playing together, it's a great for sure.
Jake, you guys lost 10 guys, 4 seniors. Yeah. You're now a senior leader. And in a game like this, you got to keep making big shot after big shot. How's that confidence grow throughout the game, and how do you just settle in when you got 2 student sections and a whole crowd just behind you the whole entire game?
For sure. I mean, losing 10 seniors is definitely a rough thing for sure. But, I mean, I have all the trust and love for these guys that are stepping up as juniors, first-time guys. And when we're making big shots, you know, Coach, like I said, put all the trust in me. And I know from last year we were one of the best teams in school history. And I was a part of that team, and, you know, I have all the confidence in the world coming back to this team and playing for these guys, for sure.
That's to mean a lot for you guys doing what you've done the last 2 years, but now it's your senior season. You want to leave your mark. How important is it for this senior group to leave their legacy?
I mean, it means the world, you know. Looking back on, like, last year's team, I mean, everybody talks, like, back-to-back World champions, and I was only a junior. Luke Marchinski, a junior, Ryan, a sophomore. So we feel like people counting us off just because we lost everyone and we lost our top guys like T-Rob, Jules. But I feel like we personally want to win it again to show that we weren't just younger classmen on that team, and we actually can contribute to winning something special.
This win was big from the section point of view and all of that and seedings, but it was also important for your head coach. He becomes the winningest coach in Upper St. Clair athletics history, passes girls basketball coach, really? Coach Kuntz. What does he mean to you as a head coach?
He means everything. I mean, I've been playing since my freshman year. I've been playing with him, and he's helped me through so many ways. He's made me a better person to start, better basketball player, and I wouldn't trade him for anyone. He's he's a real special guy, and I'm super proud of him for that. I did not know that.
How far can this group go?
I think we can go as far as we possibly can. I think we can definitely win a WIPIO. By February, I have all the confidence in the world in these guys.
Well, congratulations and enjoy tonight.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Our player of the game, Jake Foster, joining us. Congratulations to him as the Panthers get it done. And nice hug there and a moment with his head coach, Danny Holzer. And we will grab him right now. Coach, we talked earlier today, and you had every expectation that this was going to be a drag-out, bruiser of a game, and it turned out to be just that.
Am I on?
Yes, you
are. It was, yeah. You just knew the first game was a fight, and we knew this game would be too. I mean, we're two of the best teams in 6A, two powerhouse programs that really respect one another. Both teams, I applaud Central too, played so hard. I mean, high school basketball, the level of intensity and how hard you play with the fans, I mean, it's as good as it gets.
And it feels good after you had to win the game twice.
Absolutely. Oh, gosh, yeah. No doubt about it.
You've been a part of, you've been at it 31 years.
This
Have you
is
been
the
a
first
part
time
of
this has
anything
happened.
like
No,
that?
I have not.
Have you gone through the handshake line and then been told you have
First time ever, twice. I shook their hands twice. But I didn't mind doing that because they played so hard, and so did we. I'm just so proud of our kids.
What was the explanation that you guys got on why they added the time?
It hit the ceiling, and one referee thought the clock was expired, and one referee saw that there was .3, and so they talked about it. And they don't have replay to help them, which I get. And then they decided it was .3, which it was all three talked about, so it's fair. So we just had to get one more stop.
They got you at their place. You guys get it back here at home. You haven't lost here since 2023. It's a tough place to come and play.
Yeah.
And you also cross off a personal milestone tonight. All-time winningest coach in Upper St. Clair history. You've been here a long time, Danny, and what's that mean to you personally?
Well, it just means it means a lot. I mean, the longevity, but it means we had a lot of good players, a lot of good coaches, a lot of good kids, a lot of good parents. It's a collective effort. But like, I've been here 31 years, and Matt, God willing, and my health, I hope I have 15 to 20 more because I don't have any other hobbies. I love to watch college basketball and college football. Other than that, I don't know. Hopefully I could, as long as the good Lord will keep my health, I'm here for a long, long time. I hope I retire. You retire before me. And you're a lot younger than me.
Hey, we like doing these games, Coach. Yeah. And first off, your star player didn't even know that you're now the most winningest. So you don't talk about it, which is so impressive.
Kids, but it's appreciative, and I'm happy about it. But I didn't bring it up to the kids at all.
And what's so impressive to me is we just talked to Jake Foster. He's got a great head on his shoulders. Mm-hmm. He's now one of those senior leaders.
Yep.
What was kind of the message going into this season where you lose 10 seniors like I talked to Jake about and 4 starters, but it seems like these guys have stepped up and they're ready to be those guys to lead.
Yeah, the only 2 kids that played a lot obviously were Jake and Ryan Robbins. The rest of our entire team right now was either on the JV team or playing 8th grade travel because we have some freshmen on the team too. So, yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm really proud of. Like to have only 5 guys returning and only 2 that even saw the court for meaningful minutes. It just goes to show you about our kids and our program. That I hate to be a cliche, but like that, we don't rebuild, we reload. And that's kind of what we believe in. I mean, it's the next group. These kids, they knew it was their turn, and they worked at it, and they were ready for it. And I mean, to be 14-1 and tied for first in the section, and only 2 seniors in the entire roster.
If someone told you that at the beginning of the year, would you have believed them?
You know, I believe in our kids so much, but I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't know.
Political answer.
Right. Yeah, but. I wouldn't doubt our kids, but that would be tough to. That would be hard to say. I don't know.
And moving forward now, the confidence that this group has, you could already tell from the first. That was their first road game at Central Catholic when you guys lost in overtime.
That's right.
Of the season. The confidence of this group can only get better. And even as Jake said, he really believes what this team can do and get better in February into March.
Oh yeah, we still have a lot of work to do, and we can continue to improve. The staple though is our defense. I think our half-court defense, because you see we don't press at all. Half-court defense, and we make it tough for people to score. So we work on that most every single day. But we could get better with offensive execution for sure. And the entire thing. Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, with only 5 guys on the team last year, and all these new guys, So we battle. We kids have fun. We have good chemistry. So hopefully we'll keep it going.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for
All
being
the
here.
way.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Danny
Thanks for being
Holzer,
here. Thanks.
head coach of the Upper St. Clair Panthers, and the winners tonight over the Vikes of Pittsburgh Central Catholic. We're going to remember this one for a while, David.
I'm good. I mean, we'll be back next week. This is unbelievable. What a game. What drama. You never know with high school sports, and that's why we all love it so much.
Panthers 14-1 on the year. Central Catholic 13-2, and I have a feeling there'll be a part 3 of this matchup. We'll just have to wait and see. For Corey Berger, Jake Mislipchik in the truck with Madison Benedict and our entire JRM crew. For Damon McDermott, I'm Matt Fargo saying this has been a presentation of Steel City High School Hoops, a JRM video production. And until next week, thanks so much for watching. The Panthers take down the Vikes, and you've watched it all here on Steel City High School Hoops. Good night, Pittsburgh.